Mainland aims to be recognised as a game with an immersive gaming world, and for immersion, a good economic system is needed. An economic system encompasses everything related to goods, prices, production and consumption. A good economic system should be flexible enough to respond to changes in the world, but stable enough not to collapse completely. Before its creation, the system in Bannerlord was analysed, but there isn't much open data about it. An article by the creator of the Economy Tweak mod was very helpful, as he described the current system in Bannerlord quite well and what he would like to change. Partially, the system in Mainland is based on his ideas, but not entirely, as the building and production systems here are different. Let's start with a general description of settlements. In the game, there are villages and cities. Castles are not planned yet, as even in Bannerlord they were essentially downsized versions of cities. In Mainland, you can consider a small city, a settlement with simple fortifications, while a large city will be able to afford a castle. Villages produce simple goods and deliver them to the city market, earning money for it. Villages have indicators of the efficiency of producing certain goods, so it won't be possible to produce all goods in one village. Or it will, but in extremely small quantities. Cities consume, process and sell goods. Both cities and villages have population indicators that change due to various factors. Increasing the population of a village leads to increased production. Increasing the population of a city leads to increased consumption and increased city income. The construction system will resemble Stellaris. Settlements have construction slots, where buildings can be constructed, for example, a barn to increase grain storage capacity or a new farm. The number of slots and how new ones will be unlocked is not specified because it is related to the technology system, which is still in development. For the economic system, sources of wealth and sinks of wealth are required. Villages serve as sources, while soldier wages, destructive actions and investments serve as sinks. Village populations have a constant, slow growth rate, which can be improved by buildings. A city consumes a certain amount of goods depending on its population. If a city starts to lack certain items, it will slow down its growth, even leading to a complete halt or reduction in population. Unlike Bannerlord, food for the storage is no longer automatically taken from nearby villages, but is purchased directly from the city market, adding immersion and increasing the damage from raiding villages. The issue of periodic hunger in cities has also been addressed, since now the storage is actually used as a food reserve rather than an indicator of the city's satiety. Hunger in the city will only occur if food on the markets has actually run out, and caravans and villages are not supplying enough food, such as during a siege. In case of severe hunger and a shortage of all possible resources, a significant decrease in the city's population should be expected. In such an immersive system, players can freely trade, reselling goods in different settlements and earning money, or burn enemy villages, destroying their food sources. To form prices and calculate production and consumption, the Economy Tweak mod was shamelessly used, the author of which created his own formulas, some of which formed the basis of Mainland's economic system. To test its functionality, several days were spent creating a mathematical model with cities, villages and caravans. Yes, it looks primitive, but it's not for aesthetics. It can show how city populations change, even after several years of gameplay. At the moment, the balance is quite predictable for a game designer, dynamic, and provides opportunities for earning even on such a small map. By the game's release, the system will likely undergo some minor changes, but its foundation has been laid. Regular players will find it enjoyable and quite realistic. And for those who like to delve into details more seriously, more detailed information about the system will be posted after the release. One of the main features of Mainland is its cooperative gameplay. Co-op is represented by the ability for multiple players to be together both on the global map and in battles. All players can either command their own squads and be completely independent of each other, or join each other's squads. Unlike single-player mode, time on the global map never speeds up or stops, allowing different players to be simultaneously in battle and on the global map. Essentially, this is the only difference between single-player gameplay and multiplayer, because otherwise, players can do the same things in multiplayer as in single-player. To make all of this possible, a multi-server system has been created, where the main server hosts the global map and subservers host additional maps, including for battles. During the start of a battle, the player will be moved to a subserver where the battle will take place, after which both players and the results of the battle will be sent back to the main server. Currently, all servers are hosted by the hosting player. However, in the future, everything will be transferred to dedicated servers to reduce the load on players' computers and increase the speed of opening each location. Although a lot has already been done in Mainland, there's still plenty of work ahead. Here's what the roadmap looks like for the near future. You can find the link to it in the description. The roadmap is frequently updated and provides a general overview of how everything is progressing. Next on the agenda is the creation of the diplomacy system, with games from Paradox serving as a reference point. There are excellent chances for the game to be released in early access during 2024. If you want to see more frequent updates about the game, join the Discord server. The link will be in the description. Information appears there much more often. See you in the next devlog.